Hello guys and welcome. Good to talk to you once again. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I very much hope that in this dark 2020 I can have something to amuse you or cheer you up. From my bottom of my heart, I would like to you know give you my deepest digital hug, shall I say. I just want to cheer you up, guys, and stay tuned. I will make some more lakes videos and also fishing videos. That's a promise that I will keep. Guys, we have a huge pleasure to watch this awesome captain from EU, and his name is Dark Angel. Dark Angel is with one of my absolutely favorite cruiser in the entire game, the Alaska. And the reason I want to show you this replay is of one reason, and that it's the new oncoming Soviet cruisers, and that it's the tier 10 Petropavlovsk. Oh man, I kind of forgot. And Nevsky. Nevsky, it's the light version of, probably like say it's pretty balanced ship. But Petrovsk. Oh man, I have to apologize. But that is the new tier 10 Soviet heavy cruiser, or shall I say, if you do not have Stalingrad, don't worry, this beast of a cruiser, which have better concealment, same Stalinium guns like Stalingrad, will come to this game. I would like to say that, guys, Nozup for you mentioned that the Soviet cruisers have epic railguns and can hit a target and Citadel's battleships left and right with no problem. And they also have 12 kilometers radar. And if you think that they have bad AA, think again. I would like to go so far that, not from me, but Nozup's words, the reason you want to play a CV is because the Soviet cruiser line will show you a big fat middle finger to your planes. And same story here, guys. The US cruiser were always the bone of the AA since first beta. This game came alive. This is Shorts. Oh man, only one pen. He kind of aim a little bit poor, this captain. On the other hand, the Short's gonna show you perfect broadside. You don't want to do that, not versus Alaska, because this is what happened. Boom. And there was only 3 overpens. What I'm trying to say, guys, I know some kind of a weird. It was the Shorts, the tier 7 ones. The Alaska and the Soviet beast of a cruisers. I'm talking about the Alexander Nevsky and Petropavlovsk. I almost got it. I will get better every time, guys. It has better armor than a regular armor. It's probably go so far that the tier 10 heavy cruiser will have even better armor than Alaska. I'm probably not saying that Alaska is hard to citadel, but on the other hand, it's a big, large cruiser. But remember, some parts of the Soviet beast of a behemoth. Oh, just look at that! Absolutely hilarious. And that was a Neptune, yeah. And this salvo, see how tight they are. And 17,000 more. And I do honestly believe, guys, yeah. This is only a super cruiser can do that. Blapped every single cruiser and even battleship. And the same story would be the guys with the Soviet behemoths of the cruisers. They will have even flatter arc, and you can actually citadel battleship left and right even from max range. I will bet that you're gonna see of those replays. And guys, frankly, if you are a destroyer and if you're facing Alaska, man, you don't have probably the biggest DPM. On the other hand, you have a long range radar. You are screwed. The Soviet cruisers, heavy cruisers and light cruiser, especially the light cruiser, will deal versus destroy even faster with 6 seconds reload of the main guns, and with hydro and with good AA. Oh, this will hurt. 11,000, yeah. The Pan Asian destroyer, they do have nasty torpedoes, and I do believe he's trying to YOLO in this, Captain. Yeah, I do believe so. Yep. Guys, what I'm trying to say is, here's the deal. If you are a cruiser like this Stalinium Petropavlovsk, the tier 10 super heavy cruiser, and you know, deal very good versus battleship, you even citadel the crap out of them, and you're the ultimate you know, cruiser killer, and you've shown a big finger to the CV, what's your counterpart? I mean, serious, this is very good question. What is the type of ship they will nail you? Submarines? I know, just joking, guys, but seriously, if the CV cannot touch you, the destroyer cannot touch you, the battleship cannot touch you, what the hell can they touch you? What is the counterpart? You know, because they are kind of speedy demers. They do have one of the best speed of all cruisers, like 36 knots, so that it's not a slug. You may argue that probably it's the concealment, but I do believe there's some ships, I'm talking about cruiser, that have worse concealment than the Soviets behemoths, and I believe that's wrong, guys. Let's put in this way: the you know, Moscow and Stalingrad, they have a good cruiser, the good armor, but they huge, big, and they have crappy concealment. The tier 9 and tier 10, the heavy cruisers from Russian, they do have one of the best concealment, and you know, it's a little bit too much of the good stuff, good armor, railguns, easy to hit, even a Kappa, even a Kleber at max speed, because you have easy to aim, easy to hit. In that regard, Alaska, it's actually you know, struggle versus a fast destroyer. You kind of need to, you know, the Alaska's guns are not bad, and you know, they are very accurate, but the downside, and the only downside with Alaska, it's slow shell speed, which you have to give a lot of lead to hit, let's say, a Khabarovsk or a Kleber, or you know, it's all, I'm not saying that it's not impossible, but it's hard. With the Soviets, it's not hard. You have one of the easiest cruiser guns to deal with the fast destroyers, and you know, radar, hydro, strong AA. What the hell? And I believe, and the strategy of the war game is that it's like this: you already played, I know, British heavy cruisers, light cruisers, or US cruiser, you name it, and then the Soviets, which have, of some very strange reason, replaced all cruisers lines entire with crazy good rail guns, radar, good AA, you know, torpedoes, for crying out loud. Moscow does not have any torpedo, and does not even the Alaska. But guess what? The Alexander Nevsky will have torpedoes and hydro and good A. Matter of fact, not good A, amazing good AA, crazy strong AA, and you know, she has all the damn tools to take care of business, you know what I mean? So yeah, did I mention that in some parts of both Alexander Nevsky and Petropavlovsk have way better armor, which basically means, guys, if a destroyer aim at you and does not hit the damn superstructure, it might actually do 0 damage to that to you in some part of your ship. Dmitry Donskoy, yeah, holy kamakabron, guys. Yes, there is probably one downside with the Soviet. It's like that one. You remember the Dmitry Donskoy? It's a pretty damn big, large cruiser. Any kind of was not good angle, but the US definitely have this improved AP penetration and can deal with even slightly, angle. That was one overpan. And probably, guys, I would still like to say that even the new Soviet cruiser or OPS, all hell in many regards, reminds me of Alaska. I still believe that Alaska, it's a little bit more agile, yet more nimble. That is true. In my Alaska build, I don't even run the concealment. I do have the double rudder. It's definitely a good option, because if let's say a Yamato or any huge big AP spammer from sniping away to 20-22 kilometers away, there is a chance that with double rudder you might not hit Alaska. Alaska, it's big but not crazy big, you know what I mean, and she's pretty maneuverable. And I believe, guys, without saying too much, even there is ships like Moskva, like Stalingrad, she is tier for tier better cruiser than both of them. And I love my Alaska. It's absolutely strong. She's the ultimate cruiser killer. Today we will see what's gonna happen in a couple patches, but I believe, guys, without saying too much, that playing a battleship, playing a destroyer will be very rough experience when the Soviet cruisers will come to this game. And absolutely crazy, so far only 8 citadels from this captain, Confederate, and 3 fires. Of course, the really nice thing about a cruiser, that if you have enough with armor and a lot of HP pool, you can definitely hold your flank. Remember, guys, that Amagi tier 8 battleship has like 65 HP pool, and your Alaska cruiser 60,800. We don't know about the Soviet Alexander Nevsky, what kind of HP pool, but I believe, guys, they will have slightly higher HP pool than many light cruisers, heck, even heavy cruisers. The truth is, and this is kind of annoying, with 1000 meters per second you will hit a battleship even at your very max range. It's because you have to give such a slow lead, and it's like a improved Moskva, for crying out loud. Your shells are extremely flat, and I would like to say that the problem is what I see from Wargaming, they give the Soviet cruisers a little bit too much DPM, too fast rate of fire versus Italian cruisers and British heavy cruiser, which they have crap DPM, and the British heavy cruisers, they also have a bad flat arc. It's not flat at all, it's kind of meh. You will struggle to hit a target at max range, so it's not good as a comparative. What I'm trying to say is that they are not the ultimate destroyer killers, the British one or the Italian one. They do not have tools to deal with destroyers, but the Soviets definitely do have, and the US Alaska, she has all tools to deal with everything, you know, a destroyers, hydro, battleships, you name it. And that it's because she has this super strong guns. All about her guns. Her guns, Alaska's guns, hurt crazy. Even if you're aiming towards a battleship, sure, it's not that you will pen every battleship every time, but you do big damage salvo no matter where you hit. And that is the damn problem with the Soviet super heavy cruisers. They have too much of the good stuff, and probably, guys, very unfortunately gonna say, if the stats will still remain, yeah, they will be the best cruiser line in the entire game, with too much of the good stuff, too much of a good armor and speed and concealment and you know, rail guns and all that. Pretty healthy Brinzini. I do believe this captain is actually doing the right thing to cap and secure, and now he opens fire. Oh man, this Brizini showing perfect broadside, and that was perfect. 330,000 damage. Oh lord. Oh man, you don't want to open your sight to this Alaska. Oh, for crying out loud. This will be definitely... She had, by the way, full HP, 2 salvo, and that's the end of the game. How ridiculous was that? From full HP, 2 salvos later, 0 HP pool left. And yeah, it is true, guys, that Italian cruiser line, they kind of need some love. I believe that have no idea where do I even start. They are fun, they are agile, but they are extremely vulnerable. And yeah, you may argue that the latest captain was not the smartest, but on the other hand, sooner or later the Italian cruiser versus several ships aiming to him, he will still eventually sooner or later go down. So yeah, too bad of a armor and too strong of your enemy guns and too accuracy. That is the problem. Light cruiser or a squishy cruiser versus a super cruiser. Thanks guys for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.